This story is about to happen on timetable, so watch full video. In the beginning of the film, we are shown a lot of Navy officers who were going somewhere. There were all kinds of people on this ship, from children to old people. As soon as Pooja wants to go away, there is a huge explosion in which 90% of the people present on the ship are killed. To investigate this case, a man named Janpad comes, who is an ATF officer. Their work is done. Couldn't investigate the case like alcohol, tobacco, and explosions happened. On investigation here, it turns out that this explosion was done deliberately, but no one knows who did it and how. All the dead bodies were on it. Some of them were ringing their phones, which might have been done by their family members. But how did they know that he is no more? Well, here while he was doing his work, then he gets a call from FBI agent who asks him, "Where is your senior Lahiri 10 Ball?" Tells that he has gone on vacation. His phone is also not working. The bus did not come only after doing its work. Tells the agent that it is not an accident but intentionally done. Was very happy to see Duck's work. This asks Dar to work with them on the case. After this, he comes to his office and checks the CCTV footage of that bridge. Its partner tells that there was a call for you from some girl who was asking about you. How do you look when calling that number? It sends a voicemail in which it tells about itself and asks that girl who she is. See, the CCTV footage shows a man who was standing on that bridge. That too, a few minutes before the blast, the dacoit Sadhvi is suspected, but her face was not visible. After some time, Payne calls his other partner, in which he tells that he has found a girl's burnt body. Dead body has been found. Surprisingly, the girl burnt to death even before the blast took place, but how could it be when he immediately reaches that girl? This girl's name is Clear. Here Duck learns that someone intentionally burnt this girl and threw her at the blast site, as if he already knows that there is going to be a blast here. After this, it reaches to meet Clear's date. On inquiry, he reveals that Clear had a boyfriend, but they both parted due to some reason, and one thing, Clear wanted to sell her car, and now her car is not at home. This much information was enough for Fear. He takes the keys of Clear's house from them and reaches her house. Here, Duck sees that there were traces of blood in the house, and it seems that someone was injured and treated. "You can save her" was written on the fridge, which means, "You can save her." He then listens to a voicemail from Clear's phone, containing messages from Clear's dad and her friend. Dar gets shocked hearing the last message, because that message belonged to him. It means that the girl who had called him and asked about it was the same girl. Now begins to wonder why Clear called him before she died. Well, we will know all this later. After this, whatever he had found out after coming to Dagaria, he tells them everything, when he was leaving here. Then he sees his partner Lahari's car. It seems that Lahari is right here. When asked, he tells it that it is the vehicle of the people who were present on that ship. That means his partner Lahiri was also killed in this blast. Duck is very sad to know this. After some time, the agent brings the folder to his secret place. This look shows that they have such a device that they can see anywhere. The interconnection comes directly through the satellite. The name of this program is Snow White. Was very surprised that anything like this happens with FBI, and it is getting to know this thing now. It tells Paul to stop watching old videos of you guys and go straight to the video of the day the blast took place, to which he tells that that is the point of this program as well. We can see the video from 4 days ago only. That too, once neither we can do it backward nor forward. That's why we will get only one chance, to catch that Muhammad. So he told them where to look. Fear tells these people to look at the player's house, as it is certain that the man who burned Clear to death is out there. After this, these people start watching the video of the player. With this technology, it was possible to see inside the house and also across the walls. The men are watching Clear's video when Duck receives a phone call from the officer who is currently searching Clear's home. When he tells him to go to the bathroom and see if there is a girl brushing her teeth or not, Duck is actually using this technology. Rather, it is something else. Asks these people to tell everything. If these people do not tell the truth, then it will not work with them. Now Agent Pole had no choice. That's why people start telling it everything. They said that this is not a recording video, but we are watching live. Actually, these people had created a time window through which they can see in the post. To which Duck would say that if it is so, then this post can also be changed. Then he tells it that it cannot be, that once it has happened, it cannot be changed. Then Dadi had understood that yes, it can absolutely happen. Send this dacoit to the pass. It can stop the bomb blast by going there, because it is not yet known who that boomer is, and in which vehicle he is going to bring the bomb. Hearing this, those people tell that they had sent someone to the past by using a time point. But when he reached there, his heartbeat had stopped and he was killed. It is impossible for the moon to go back in time. Then says that if it is so, then during this time, phone message or any letter has been sent to someone behind. Whichever of these is possible, do that. Then call and say that brother can try, but he cannot call and message anyone. But you can see by sending this letter. Then what was it? They write the details of that number in the letter and send it to Duck as well. But by the time the letter reaches Ko, he had left from there. And now that letter is covered by the partner Lahiri. Then Lahiri arrives alone in the morning to catch Maud. But he is Muhammad, whose name is Michael. He shoots Lahiri and starts taking her in his car. In this way, these people were following him, but now Michael was moving away from their range. That's why the interest signal was also happening. But Doug doesn't let that happen. It starts chasing Michael wearing his special device, which was just in range. Doug follows Michael shortly afterwards. ABHI reaches his base. Then these people can see how Michael burns Agent Lahiri to death. Well, now what had to happen has happened. But acting Michael knows where he lives, so these people somehow take Michael to rest. Payne asks Michael why it did this, then tells Michael that it was to get revenge on the US government for not giving it a job. Actually, Michael tried to work in every department of US like Army, Navy, and many other places, but it was removed from everywhere because those people said that its mental balance is not right. That's why it killed so many officers, and it will do so in future also. Hearing all this, Duck understands that his mental condition is really bad, and if he stays outside, he can become a danger to everyone. Then, praising the FBI agent, he says that now his work is over. But Duck says that the work is not over yet. Give it a chance, so that he could prevent that bomb blast from happening, but it was impossible to do. That's why they refuse it. But when he does not give up and he calls an officer of the place, whose name is Alex, and asks for his help, Alex obeys him and calls him when everyone leaves. Bringing Alexander near the time machine, he warns him that doing so could cost him his life. Then tells Dottie to send him to the hospital so that they can save him. Alex does exactly that. After this, after going to the time machine and making a timetable, he reaches a hospital 4 days before today, where the doctors in the hospital somehow save him. When he regains consciousness, he first reaches Michael's base, and today is the day Michael is going to detonate. It was here that Michael held Clear captive. Arriving here, he attacks Michael and saves Clear, but Michael manages to escape from here. Fear explains to Clear that the man who grabbed Tum is gone, but Clear thinks it is the same man who kidnapped Tum because Clear did not see Michael's face. Here Dee was shot and Clear was also wounded. That's why brings the doctor to his house and writes on the fridge that you can save her, and then starts dressing his wounds. Just then, Clear takes him at gunpoint and says that she is calling the police because she feels it. Someone had kidnapped it. Tells the declarer that it is not needed. I am also a police officer. My name is Agent Ag, and if you don't believe me, you can call my office and ask. Clear immediately calls Daka's office to inquire about his whereabouts. After that again asks, how do you know about me? Who says that if, better for you, but Clear wanted to know the truth. So he tells Doug everything, to which Clear can't believe that such a thing could happen. Just then, Clear's friend calls and Tag tells her what she's about to say, and Clear is a little convinced. Duck then notices that it didn't really change anything. The blood is spread in the house in the same way, and it was written on the fridge by the same person, I remember since then. With whom and why did he say on the phone that there are fingerprints of fear in the whole house? That's because Darn has just touched household items. Till now, some things are starting to be understood that his partner Lahiri was killed due to his time travel. If they had not sent him back in later time, Lahiri might have been alive. This means Duggs has come back in time to prevent the accident. Actually, the accident.
I have explained the attacks on this in the movie Predestination. After watching this video, you can also watch that video. The link is in the description. Well, till now, everything was understood, so now this past will be changed. It takes Clear to the ship where the blast was about to take place, so that Michael can defuse the bomb before it explodes. Both of them were about to leave from here with the car which had the bomb, but then Michael comes here and attacks them, after which there is a long fight, and in the last Doug kills Michael, but now the bomb explodes. Only a few seconds were left. That's why both of them take the car and jump into the water. Clear somehow escapes from inside the car, but Tak gets trapped in the car, and then a bomb blast takes place in which Doug is killed, but he saves many lives before dying. Player. It comes, and it is of the present time, that is, the one who came here with a duck timetable was killed. But this Fear is alive who does not know anything about the timetable. Was very happy to see you alive, but this duck doesn't know Pier. He politely asks what happened here, then she tells him that if I tell you the truth, you will not believe me. Duck says, you tell me, then see. I will try my best to understand him and friends. With this, the movie ends here. This was the story of Deja Vu Movie Check playlist. To watch more timetable videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and share this video with your friends. And subscribe my channel for more best video. Thank you.